So, for those of you that don't know this already from my past reviews, or if I never even said this before, I don't know, I need to rewatch my old stuff. Um, Cat Noir slash Adrian Agreste is my favorite character in Miraculous Ladybug. He's always been my favorite ever since I started watching this show, and through each season, he's only become a much better character. Now, I have complained a lot this particular season about him getting the shaft over other characters. Well, for one of the final episodes of this season, they decided, instead of just ignoring it, to actually address it. Because it turns out this whole thing was a background mini arc for this character. Now, it doesn't completely justify why he kept getting shafted throughout the season, but it at least gives somewhat of an explanation. And because of that explanation, not only making sense, but also being surprisingly well written and well told, it is one of my favorite episodes of the season. I loved this one. It finally gave Cat Noir a chance to shine, even though it's not as Cat Noir. It's a little weird, but I'll do my best to explain it in this review. So, let's dive into it and why I think this is one of the best episodes of Season 4. What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Everybody, welcome back to Animation Station, your sister for anything and everything animation, including two superheroes fighting crime on the other side of the world, as well as TV and movies. I am your host, Jackson Small. Welcome back to Miraculous March 4. Let's talk about Season 4, Episode 23, Kuro Neko. The episode where Adrian stops being Cat Noir. Because he kept getting shafted, and then he and Ladybug got into a tiff, and he decided he was done. He didn't want to be a burden anymore. And, of course, Ladybug slash Marinette, being the guardian, she feels horrible about it. So, she ends up driving herself crazy trying to find a new Cat Noir. Thankfully, though, that's when Plague comes up with a very ingenious idea of himself going out to find the new Cat Noir, but actually just gives it back to Adrian, and the two of them work together to make a new, improved Cat Noir that's everything that Ladybug actually wants. And that is where we get Catwalker. Yes, the name's a little lame, but I do like this new design. It feels like a more matured, simpler version of Cat Noir. He doesn't act like he usually does. He tries to be everything that Ladybug actually wants him to be. But then that turns out to be a curse, because even though he's doing everything right, it's also going horribly wrong, as the two of them are working together to try to stop this giant senti-monster piggy bank cat thing. We'll get to that thing, even though it's barely in the episode, so it barely matters. The two of them keep failing to try to even catch this evil villain. So that's when Ladybug slowly realizes that this Catwalker is too perfect. And because he's too perfect, she can't focus. And that is what makes her realize how much she appreciates Cat Noir. And it really does a great job adding to her character and developing Cat Noir slash Adrian's character along with it, because by being so perfect, not only does Ladybug say that she's going to give the Miraculous back to its usual holder, not knowing that it was already still Adrian, but also that she's going to learn to appreciate her partner more from now on. So, yeah, great ending, and it does a great job developing both characters really well. Now, is it perfect? No, there are some problems. First off, Adrian does become a bit of a mopey, depressed, stoic character, and it does drag a little bit, because they do that shtick for a little too long. And they try to do some other stuff with the writing and some moments here and there, and it doesn't really work. It clicks. It doesn't click. But, point is, those are little minor inconveniences, honestly. This episode's great. Like, fantastic. One of the best of the season. I can't say it's the best of the season, because this season's actually been really damn good. But, it's up there. And I genuinely loved it. So, without further ado, here's my final thoughts. The season finally addressed its overarching issue of sidelining Cat Noir and gave him his own episode to conclude his character arc. And it's one of the best of the season because of it, because it was done so well. Adrian giving up his Miraculous is genuinely shocking. Marinette going crazy due to the fallout is pretty hilarious. This is Marinette that we're talking about here. Plag's plan is genuinely clever. Catwalker is another awesome new design, and his new dynamic with Ladybug was great. Ladybug's gradual realization of how much she appreciated Cat Noir and Catwalker being too perfect was wonderful for her character development. The ending is superb, the pacing's perfect, rewatchability is very high, and we're getting to see more of the other Miraculous heroes much more frequently, which is excellent for the world building. Like, we get to see a lot more of these characters more often in this season, and that's really, really nice. However, it's not quite perfect. Sorry, I can't roll my tongue. The action is some of the weakest of the season. The fights in this episode kind of suck, unfortunately. But that's not the focus, so I'm not gonna put too much on it. Kuro Neko is a very lame throwaway villain. It's just an evil piggy bank. Pretty lame. And Adrian moping around can drag at times. Regardless, though, as a Cat Noir fan, I absolutely loved this one. They gave his prior shafting throughout the season an actual explanation rather than just ignoring it, like most lazy writers would do, and gave this mini arc a genuinely fantastic conclusion that forwarded both his and Ladybug's characters. Sure, it's got a few minor issues, but this was a great watch. Absolutely check it out. If you're a fan of Cat Noir, and you are like me and so ticked off about him getting shafted all season, this is the one that gives it an explanation and a very satisfactory conclusion. Final verdict for this episode is a high and well-deserved 9 out of 10. Really love this one. Absolutely check it out. One of the best of Season 4. And that's it. That's it. That's all I got for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this almost every single day. And stay tuned because we only have one regular episode left, and then the big double-part finale. We are almost done with Season 4. It's been a journey, to say the least, with some high highs and very low lows. But overall, it's been a great season so far, and I'm hoping that they can stick the landing. So, yep, that's all I got for now, and I'll see you guys next time for Penalty. An episode that I've already watched already, so I can tell you right now, it is bad. It's not trash, but it is bad. We'll talk about it next time. See you then. Claws in.
Excited for what comes up ahead. Hey, Shenron.